Hello there, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to be diving into the message for you today. And the message is going to be us diving into the energies of your future self to pick up on those messages. Yeah. So let's dive into that message of your future self. I do hope all is well with you and yours. And thank you so much for coming back here. It is greatly appreciative and it's definitely not taken for granted, my beautiful gems. So, yes, we have your first card here. We have the Four of Cups here. Two more, please. The Ace of Swords. And we have the Sun here in the reverse. There is something that is very distasteful to you. There is something that is very distasteful that is causing for you at this time, Gemini, to connect with some sort of a truth, some truth surrounding you being in this position. And this could be speaking about anything. This could be speaking about a family dynamics, a relationship, a situationship that is very unfavorable. There is still some energies of not being clear and the need for some sort of a clarity moving forward. I guess this is why you're still in that position of being a bit indecisive. But there is a truth that's surrounding how you feel. And the feeling is really speaking to you. This emotion is really speaking about how is it that you ought to move forward. And it's for you to really tap into the messages your future self is saying. Tap into this energy that you're feeling. So as for you to grab, for you to get a hold of the truth. That is what they're showing me. To get a hold of the truth. What this truth is surrounded by, we're going to dive deeper. But there is something that is not truthful that is making you uncomfortable. And you feeling this within yourself, you feeling this emotion and acknowledging these emotions will allow you now to see things clear because things are not clear here, with the sun being here in the reverse. Ooh. There's a lot of emotions happening here. There's a lot of emotions happening here. Let's get a card from this deck here. I heard in your feelings, or there might others be in their feelings. Get a card from this here. I'm hearing upset. There's an energy of being upset here, Gemini. Okay, I'll take it. Earth magic, number one. Your future self is saying to you, there's a need for you to reground yourself, to ground yourself in a way where in which others are not able to knock you off your square because there is a situation that wants to get you off balance, not only physically but emotionally. And your future self wants to bring this to your attention. Three more cards, please. We have the moon here. See what I'm saying? There is something that is not clear. There is something that is hidden here. The Five of Cups in reverse. One more, please. Temperance. I just hear divine order. We have the Nine of Cups, energy of an offer, something coming in. You're moving away from an experience, or you're going to be coming into some truth, some clarity. Although it might not be clear now, a truth is coming in. It's just a matter of time with temperance here, because this energy is very distasteful. This energy have you all up into your emotions. You're moving from it. You're turning around. You're picking up these two cups with this Five of Cups here in reverse, and you're crossing that bridge, and you're going in your castle, and you're going to be grounding yourself. You're not going to be allowing anyone or anything to no more knock it off your square. This is the truth, that these emotions that you're feeling is really coming, is allowing you to come to light. It's as if you're in a relationship, and you feel a feeling of distastefulness, coming into the realization that this person is not for me. It is what it is. That is what I'm getting here. This is the energy. You're balancing out these emotions, and you're called to have some temperance here, some patience here. There's an energy to ground yourself, to stand your ground. That's what your future self is saying. Stand your ground. Knight of Cups. Let's dive a little bit deeper, of course. Let's use these cards here. Okay, I heard to use this card, so let's use it. So, with the Four of Cups of this energy of emotions, something not going right here, and gonna come into the realization of it. We have the sun in reverse, and we have the moon here. There is something in the dark here. What's that? Six of Wands in reverse. Four of Cups. Why is a Four of Cups here for Gemini? We have death. This is an ending of this, the ending of this uncomfortable situation, the ending of these emotions, this roller coaster emotions that you're going through. That is here is an ending for it, and a rebirth to the truth. You're coming into the truth of what is going on. What is it that is having you feeling this tasteful emotions of not feeling pleased. Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you're releasing yourself here. You're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself. What is this deck? Let's go back to the deck. Give me something else with this deck, please. Okay. The Five of Cups in the upright. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse here. There is something that you was crying about, a spill milk situation, a lost this, it's distasteful. It's an ending of all of that. It's the ending of the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. Didn't I say it is an emotional situation? It's a feeling. It's an emotional situation here. It's an ending with the death for you, Gemini. Whatever emotional feeling was going on here. It could be an intimate relationship you're dealing with. It could be a job situation that is not really, you know, allowing you to feel as if you're in the right place. You know, you're releasing yourself. You're not finding out that this job is not for you anymore, because it doesn't. You don't feel the urge to get up in the morning to go to this job anymore. And you know, tapping into these emotions is allowing you to tap into the truth of the matter. You see what I'm saying here? The sun here being in reverse, you're releasing yourself with this Eight of Swords here. Okay. We have the Ten of Coins in reverse, coming in to clarify the sun in reverse. So some of you, it could be a family dynamics here. There might be a situation surrounding a family situation that you're now coming to terms with, or now have to come to terms with. There is something hidden as it relates to this Ten of Coins energy. The Ten of Coins speaks about great, beautiful family dynamics, health, wealth, prosperity, abundance, so much to live, you know. an inheritance for others. And why is the Ten of Coins here for the Sun in reverse? We have the Seven of Cups. Speaks about a lot of decisions. You have a lot of decisions to make, a bit of energy of being indecisive because there is a lack of clarity surrounding might be a family dynamics. For some of you, it's not necessarily a family dynamics. It could be a work dynamics, you know. Take it as it resonates here, which wasn't working out. Something wasn't working out with the Eight of Coins in reverse here. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse here. So it could be a collaboration, a working together with person, a family dynamics. Take it as it resonates. That wasn't working. There is some clarity that is needed surrounding this energy here. Let's clarify this moon. I'm going to come back to that. Your future self says to come back to that. But there is something about a family, like some clarity needed here. You have the sun in reverse and the moon here. Why is the moon here? What has been hidden here from my Gemini? The Knight of Wands. And why is the Knight of Wands here? The Two of Swords, the Four of Swords. This is a very uncomfortable situation here. That you're caused to move away from. The King of Swords at the bottom here. What is this situation? What is need to be clarity about here for my Geminis? You know, we dive in deep. There is something your future self wants to bring to your attention here, Gemini, that had you up in your emotions a lot. What is this about? The Five of Swords. Can I read it? Five of Swords with the Eight of Swords in reverse. You're releasing yourself from a Five of Swords energy. Oh my goodness. Energy, a very competitive energy. This is a competitive energy. One more, please. In the reverse, in the reverse, I said it's an emotional situation, right? It is an emotional situation. With the Four and Five of Cups here in reverse, coming clarity, death being here for the Four and Five of Cups in reverse. It's an emotional situation that now you're now seeing, you're coming to the truth of that you don't belong here. You got to remove yourself with the Eight of Swords here. It wasn't clear to you initially with the sun. The sun is here in the reverse and the moon. It was an emotional manipulator energy. Emotional manipulator energy here. You see what I'm saying? I felt it. This is what your future self is saying. So it could be someone from in your family. With the Five of Swords, you had was to just strategically remove yourself. You're called to strategically, if you haven't already, to remove yourself from this because you're now feeling your feelings, you're tapping into your emotions, and you're asked to remove yourself and to go back and to ground yourself so that this emotional manipulator cannot knock you off your square here. You're not crying over this spilled milk anymore. So this confirmation burp. I beg your pardon. Five of Cups here in the reverse. Listen, Three of Coins. You're now celebrating. You're not crying over spilled milk anymore. You're finding those who celebrate you, and you're celebrating here. You're moving. The sun is now in the upright. You're now clear. So you're celebrating, and you're not crying over this spilled milk. You're not crying over this manipulative energy anymore here. You see what I'm saying? The Queen of Cups in reverse. This was an emotional, off balance energy here. Temperance, coming back into balance. Don't allow anyone, Gemini, to knock you off your square. Yes, with the Ace of Swords being here, the Ace of Swords came in the reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse here. So what I'm hearing with this Nine of Cups in reverse and this Ace of Swords is like you coming into back into balance to realize that this situation would not allow you to come into what is it that you have put out into the universe and what is it that you rightly deserve in this life experience, a life of peace and balance. Yeah. One more with this Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse because things wasn't up going. It wasn't going nowhere. It wasn't going anywhere right here. It wasn't going anywhere. Who is this manipulator? Listen, you know what? This is your reading here. The Three of Cups. People who don't celebrate you. This is this energy here. The Three of Cups. People who do not celebrate you here, Gemini. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, ain't that the truth? The Ace of Pentacles. People who do not celebrate you here. A manipulative energy. You're moving back into in alignment here, grounding yourself, you know, balancing out back your energies and your emotions. This is what a roller coaster. Some of you is a family dynamic. Some of you we saw the Two of Cups coming as well. Some of you is a partnership, a relationship, you know. Let's get a card from Mama Isis to close you out here, Gemini. Final message. So your I yourself is saying to remove yourself. Do not cry over this spilled milk, whatever it is, this emotional situation. Do not. You see, we had the the King of Cups coming in. These are the energies coming in with some emotional situation, which is it that you cannot you cannot tolerate at this time. This is not the time nor space for this sort of energy. Yeah? No. We have initiation here. Initiation. So the overall takeaway is your spiritual, your future self is saying to you, like, listen, you're going to be moving out of, you might be going through an energy where your emotions is all over you, all over the place as it relates to a particular dynamics, whether it be family, friends, or acquaintance, all over the place. So you're moving outside of that by tapping into these emotions, acknowledging and seeing that we're in which this sort of a dynamic is not for you, removing yourself from it because it's a manipulative energy here that was in the dark that you're now coming into clarity to in clarity about and balancing back out your energies here, moving back into the sun, into the vibrancy and clarity with the sun and the Three of Cups here of celebration, balancing back out of your energy because you're now coming to the realization with the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, with the Knight of Swords in reverse. If you had stayed, if you don't balance out your energies, you will continuously to have this sort of a repetitious energy of you being in a emotional state that is very much not in alignment with your forward movement here. You see what I'm saying? Initiation. When you are being initiated into the divine mystery of light, listen, man, we can't bother with, with Gemini, you know. Listen, gems. Initiate, you are in, you're moving out of this and you're being initiated into divine mysteries of light, love, power. There are moments of profound challenges when you're being initiated. So you're moving, you're being initiated. This is why you're going through this emotional, manipulative roller coaster energy here because you're being initiated. Yeah. When you're being initiated into divine mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of profound challenges. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the opportunity for growth, and that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing. With the Five of Cups to the Three of Cups to the Sun, you are healed. Thou art healed. Like, yes, thou art healed from this Five of Swords, emotional manipulating energy here. Yeah, thou art healed. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the opportunity for growth that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing. With compassion and cleverness, you will not burn during your challenge. You will strive. With the Five of Cups in reverse, the Three of Cups and the Sun, and so it is. You will thrive. You will thrive. This is your reading, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. And listen, please do enjoy the rest of your week. You got this, and beautiful things are heading your way. You are being initiated into love, power, divine mysteries of light. You are being initiated to a more balanced and sturdy experience. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, please do enjoy the rest of your day.